Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Kulam. We give first thing first all praises to the Most High Yahweh Hashem Mashiach Yahushai for giving us another beautiful week. And without wasting time, without further ado, let's get to our Torah portion, which is found in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 11, to Deuteronomy, chapter 11, verse 25. Okay, so we have a few chapters to go over today. So let's get to it. Our Torah portion, Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 11. Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments, which I command thee this day to do them. Wherefore it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments, and keep and do them, that the Most High thy power shall keep unto thee the covenant and the mercy which he sware unto thy fathers. And he will love thee, and bless thee, and multiply thee. He will also bless the fruit of thy womb, and the fruit of thy land, thy corn, and thy wine, and thine oil, and the increase of thy kind, and the flock of thy sheep, and the land which he sware unto thy fathers to give thee. Now, we hear in the churches all the time, some people, they always, you ask them, how you doing, brother? Or how you doing, sister? I'm blessed. I'm blessed. You're blessed, but you're poor. You're blessed, but your children cannot give birth to kids. You're blessed. You don't have a home. You're homeless. You're blessed. Your people are suffering. You're blessed. The police is shooting you in the street. You're blessed. You can barely make ends meet. You're blessed. You don't even have a job. Stop playing games, man. When the Most High say he will love thee and bless thee, that blessing is actual blessing that you can see. Meaning what? Meaning you're going to have money. Meaning you're going to have wealth. Meaning you're going to have stability. Meaning you're going to have a happy home. This is where the Bible actually gives you some examples where it says, he will also bless the fruit of thy womb. That means your kids are going to be blessed. You're not going to give birth to a bunch of demonic kids. Nowadays, kids, they're crazy. Even them kids, they can kill you. If you're not doing a good job, you're not teaching them the laws and statutes and commandments, the same kids can turn around and take you out. But the Most High say when he's gonna love you and bless you, he's gonna multiply you, he's gonna bless you with children and the fruit of thy land and thy corn. That means your business, everything, you're gonna prosper in every way, man. So we're not talking about fake blessings that the pastor teaching you. You're talking about the blessings that the Most High is gonna give you according to the commandments, man. Verse 14. And thou shalt be blessed above all people. There shall not be male or female barren among you or among your cattle. You know what that means, to be blessed above all people? And we say that a lot of times, that the Most High give Israel priority. And we are the Israelites. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Right? And the Most High give us priority. And the only reason why we're not enjoying those things right now is because we're not keeping the commandments. But if we were keeping the commandments, right, we should be blessed above all people. And even the Reshaim, those heathens that are pretending to be us, you can see they're getting a lot of blessings. But imagine when the real Jews come back to the commandments and the statutes of the Most High, man. Imagine how much blessing we're going to get. Even without us keeping the commandments, you can see we're the fastest, we're the smartest, we are the most resilient people. All the sports, they need you. All the music industry, they need you, man. But imagine what's going to happen when we finally start receiving those blessings after we start keeping them commandments, man. Imagine how things going to be, how different things are going to be. So let me show you that verse that Israel is, the Most High chose Israel to be above all people. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Most High thy God. The Most High thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. You know what that means? The Most High chose you to be above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That means you are the priority. You are unique. And as much as the church and everybody else don't want to hear it, but the Most High chose us to be a special people unto himself. Now everybody walking around talking about we are Israelite by faith. You can't be Chinese by faith. You can't be Japanese by faith. Likewise, you cannot be an Israelite by faith, man. It's either you are Israel by blood or you're not. And we're going to show you further down in this lesson that the Most High indeed chose Israel, and that goes by bloodline and according to the seed of Israel. Let's continue in verse 17. If thou shalt say in thine heart, these nations are more than I, how can I dispose them? Thou shalt not be afraid of them, but shalt well remember what the Most High thy power did unto Pharaoh and unto all Egypt. What does that mean? That means don't look at them nations and be like, man, damn, these nations are they're a lot, or they're bigger than me, they're more powerful than me. How am I gonna get rid of these people from the land? The Most High say, don't be afraid of them, man. Let's get Exodus chapter 14, verse 14, right quick. The book of Exodus chapter 14, verse 14. The Most High shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. So when you see them heathens are more powerful than you, when you see them nations, they got bigger military than you, and you're thinking, how am I going to dispossess them of the land? Don't be afraid of them. The Most High said, don't be afraid of them, man. I'm going to fight for you. All you have to do is hold your peace. Moment you show up to the field, watch and see the glory of the Most High, man. Watch and see how the Most High does things. Why? Because the Most High is a man of war. The Most High is a man of war. So he's not, it's not like he doesn't know what war is. He knows what war is, because the Bible says the Most High is what? He's the man of war. Let's get that right quick, man. Let's get that in Exodus 15. The book of Exodus chapter 15 verse 3. Exodus 15 verse 3. The Most High is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Okay? So you don't have to be afraid who's going to fight for you. You don't have to be afraid that you have a small army. You're going to face nations that are 10 times greater than you. You're going to be able to defeat them. Why? Because the Most High fight for you. Verse 19. The great temptations which thine eyes saw, and the signs, and the wonders, and the mighty hand, and the stretched out arm, whereby the Most High thy power brought thee out, so shall the Most High thy God do unto all the people whom thou art afraid. The same way the Most High brought you out of Egypt with his stretched out arm, the same way he's going to do the same thing to those heathens that you see in front of you that seem to be so powerful and that seem to be so untouchable, man. Verse 20. Moreover, the Most High thy power will send the hornet among them, until they that are left and hide themselves from thee be destroyed. Thou shalt not be afraid of them. The Most High thy power is among you, a mighty God and terrible. I don't think you guys heard that. The Bible said the Most High is a terrible God. Not a terrible God in a bad way, but a terrible God by bringing terrors to those nations, man. Terrorize them. So while you are here, you're afraid, the Most High is able to bring terror to those heathens, to make them fear, to make them be afraid. Okay? So there is no reason why you should be afraid of them, because the Most High can make them afraid for you. Let's get the book of Psalms chapter 46 right quick. Psalms 46 is verse 7. Verse 6. We're going to start on verse 6. You know what? Let's start on verse 5. The Most High is in the midst of her. she shall not be moved. The Most High shall help her, and that right early, meaning as soon as possible. The heathens raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. This is what I'm talking about. Like when I say the Most High is a mighty God, a terrible God, meaning a God who can bring terror upon the Meshaim. It says what? It says that the earth melted. The Most High of hosts is with us. The Elohim of Jacob is our refuge. So you have to understand that. Thou shalt not be afraid at them. For the Most High thy God is among you, a mighty Elohim and terrible. He is the one who will fight for you, man. Stand still and see how the Most High roll. Verse 22. The book of Deuteronomy. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 22. We're moving right along. The Most High, thy power, will put out those nations before thee by little and little, that thou mayest not consume them at once, lest the beasts of the field increase upon thee. Meaning not in a single, and at one time the Most High is going to wipe them out. Because why? If he does that, then you won't have a place to stay. Why? By the time you manage to walk all the whole land and to even decide who's going to live where and in what location, then you're going to have wild animals and trees and growing everywhere. But he's going to drive them out little by little. And you take them out, you conquer them, and you're going to have a good land that's fully ready for you to cultivate. Verse 23. But the Most High thy power shall deliver them unto thee, and shall destroy them with a mighty destruction, until they be destroyed. And he shall deliver their kings into thine hand, and thou shalt destroy their name from under heaven. There shall no man be able to stand before thee until thou have destroyed them. So now if we as a people are destroyed, it's because we didn't keep the commandments. Because according to the Torah, them heathens, they shouldn't be able to stand and fight against us, man. We should be able to quickly defeat them. And take out their kings. And take out their leaders. Every one of them get obliterated, man. Verse 25. The graven images of their gods shall ye burn with fire. Thou shalt not desire the silver or gold that is on them, nor take it unto thee, lest thou be snared therein. For it is an abomination to the Most High thy power. For it is what? For it is an abomination unto the Most High thy power. When you conquer those lands, you're not going to try to take some gold. Ooh, let me get some gold. No. Burn with fire, man. Thou shalt not desire the silver or the gold that is in them, nor take unto thee, lest thou be snared therein. For it is an abomination unto the Most High. So that means if you get a statue of Buddha or a statue of Vishnu or something like that, don't be trying to convert it to gold and be like, oh, I'm going to take the gold. No, man, get rid of all of that. Verse 26, neither shalt thou bring an abomination into thine house, lest thou be a cursed thing like it. But thou shalt utterly detest it, and thou shalt utterly abhor it, for it is a cursed thing. And that's another thing that's very important. You should not be bringing cursed objects to your house. And this is why you should even be more careful when you go to them thrift stores. You see some creepy statue, some creepy stuff. Oh, this is so nice. I'm going to bring it to my house. Don't do it. Because you might bring a cursed object to your house. The Most High say, verse 26, neither shalt thou bring an abomination into thine house, lest thou be a cursed thing like it. But thou shalt utterly detest it, and thou shalt utterly abhor it, for it is a cursed thing. And when the Bible says an abomination, it does not necessarily just mean a cursed object that you find at a thrift store. Let's say, for example, you go and buy some wicked toys, like adult toys or something like that, something that's wicked, and you're going to decide to bring it to your house. You are actually bringing abomination into your house, man. And in so doing, You curse. You bringing curse into your house. We have to be very mindful of that as a people. Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 1. All the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye observe to do, that ye may live and multiply and go into the land which the Most High swear unto thy fathers. Bible didn't say one commandment. It says all commandments that I command thee this day shall ye observe. Now, you do have some people who think they can cherry pick, right? But the Bible does not roll like this. Let me get you a verse right quick. Let's get Proverbs 7 verse 2. The book of Proverbs chapter 7 verse 2. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eyes. You want to live? You want to prolong your days in the land? You're a child. You want to prolong your day? Keep the commandments. As simple as that. Again, we read it one more time. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 8. Salakia chapter 8 verse 1. All the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye observe to do, that ye may live and multiply, and go in and possess the land which the Most High sware unto your fathers. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Most High thy power led thee these 40 years in the wilderness. Right? To humble thee. The key word here is to humble thee and to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. The word humble here is very important, because we as a people, we came from a place where we thought we was all that. Just like in America right now. A lot of our females, for example, they have a lot of confidence. They call themselves independent black women. The men also, hey man, I'm a successful man, I got money. You need to be humble, man. A lot of our people, we are very, very, very arrogant. And when you are very arrogant, you need to be humble. And so the Most High says, within those 40 years, we spent 40 years in Egypt for one reason, because the Most High needed to humble us and to prove us, to test us, to see where our heart is. And this very day and age, it's not going to be hard to know who's about the commandments. You're going to test them and see where their heart is. And if their heart is going to the left or to the right, you already know they are not stable, because a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So as a people, we need to be humble so that the Most High does not have to prove and test us. So we don't have to spend 40 years wandering in the desert and can never find home, man. It doesn't have to happen. But let's continue. It says, to humble thee and to prove thee, Deuteronomy 8 verse 2, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandment or no. Just literally, just because the Most High wanted to know, are you really going to keep the commandments or not? Because other than that, it's going to be a waste of time, you know. Let's continue. Verse 3. And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna, which thou knowest not, neither did thy fathers know, that thou might make thee know that man does not live by bread alone, by bread only, but by every word that proceed out of the mouth of the Most High does man live. That right there to teach you that it's not always about bread, man. It's about the word of the Most High. That itself is the priority. And so even here in our daily life, you see some people, they prioritize their job, they prioritize, food, they prioritize everything. But they put the word of the Most High far behind. You're making a mistake. You need to prioritize the word. Okay? But by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High does man live. That's how you live, is by the word. You need to listen to the word. Okay? What is the word of the Most High? The word of the Most High is the commandments, the Torah. Right? Let's continue. Verse 4. Thy raiment waxed not old upon thee, neither did thy foot swell these 40 years. That thou also consider in thine heart that as a man chasten his son, so the Most High God chasten thee. So, see, just like the Most High punishes his son, that's how the Most High is punishing you. After all, we are the children of the Most High. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. Let's get Hebrews 12, verse 6. The book of Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. For whom the Most High love, he chasten and scourge every son whom he receive. If the Most High love you, he's going to punish you. This is not abnormal. You love your son, you punish him. Why? Because you don't want him to make certain mistakes. Because those mistakes, they are costly. And that's because you love him. That's why you chasten. That's why you give him that pow. Because you want him to turn out to be good, great, and even better than you as a father. Verse 6. Therefore, thou shalt keep the commandments of the Most High, to walk in his ways, and to fear him. For the Most High thy power bring thee into a good land, a land of brooks, of water, of fountains, of depths, that spring out of valleys and hills, a land of wheat and barley, of vines and fig trees and pomegranates, a land of oil, olive, and honey, a land wherein thou shalt eat bread without coarseness. Thou shalt not lack anything in it, a land whose stones are iron, and out of whose hills thou mayest dig brass. When thou hast eaten and art full, then thou shalt bless the Most High thy power for the good land which he had given thee. You understand what that means? That means that this land that the Most High, keep the commandments, because the place that the Most High is about to bring you is a place that is very fruitful. It's a good land. Not like Egypt, where everything was difficult, but here you have everything. You have water, you have good fruits, and you definitely will never not have bread. A land of milk and honey. Right? Verse 11. Beware that thou forget not the Most High thy power, and not keeping his commandments and his judgment and his statutes which I command thee this day. So I want you to catch that right quick. If you didn't catch that, how do you forget the Most High? Is when you don't keep the commandments. It sounds simple, but if you walk away from the Most High, it's just that means you walk away from the commandments. Very, very simple. You walk away from the Most High, you walk away from the commandments. You forget the Most High, you forget the commandments and his judgment and his statutes, which I command thee this day, like it says in the book of Deuteronomy. So verse 12, lest when thou hast eaten and art full, and has built goodly houses and dwell therein, and when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied, then thine heart be lifted up, and thou forget the Most High thy power, which brought thee from out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage, who led thee through that great and terrible wilderness, wherein were fiery serpents and scorpions and droughts, where there was no water, who brought thee forth water out of the rock of flint, who led thee in the wilderness with manna, which thy fathers knew not, that he might humble thee, and that he might prove thee to do thee good at thy latter end. And thou said in thine heart, my power and the might of mine hand has gotten me this wealth. So meaning, be very careful now that you don't get to a position where everything is good, that you don't get to a position where you got houses, you got good business, you got everything, and you're like, nah, you see, I gave myself this wealth. I make myself rich. That's something Most High say, don't do that. Remember to not do that. Rather, humble yourself and keep the commandments. Verse 18, that's a verse everyone, especially if you want to do business, you need to remember that. That shall remember the Most High thy power, for it is he that gave thee power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant which he sware unto thy fathers, as it is this day. And it shall be, if thou do at all forget the Most High power, and walk after other gods, and serve them, and worship them, I testify you this day that ye shall surely perish. Now the key thing in verse 18 is, it is the Most High that gave thee power to get wealth. So if you wanna get wealth, remember who give you wealth is the Most High that give you power to get wealth. Very, very important to know. Because if it's not the Most High, you manage to get wealth, you can actually lose everything. Very easy. As easy as you get it, as easy as you can lose it. But if it's the Most High that gives you that wealth, you will not lose it. I guarantee you that. Okay? We're going to continue right along. Hear, O Israel, thou art to pass over Jordan this day, to go and to possess nations greater and mightier than thyself, cities great and fenced up to heaven, a people great and tall, the children of the Anakim, who thou knowest, and of whom thou hast heard, who can stand before the children of Anak. Understand therefore this day that the Most High thy power, it is he which go over before thee, as a consuming fire. He shall destroy them, and he shall bring them down before thy face. So shalt thou drive them out and destroy them. And he shall bring them down before thy face. So shalt thou drive them out and destroy them quickly, as the Most High hath said unto thee. Speak not thou in thine heart after the Most High thy power has cast them out from before thee, saying, my righteousness. The Most High has brought me in to possess this land, but for the wickedness of these nations, the Most High drive them out before thee. So now don't get to a point where after the Most High help you drive all those nations out, right? Victories after victories. And you start acting like, man, it's because I'm so righteous. It's because my fringes, they're long. It's because I'm keeping the commandments better than everybody else. That's why the Most High is driving all those nations out from before our faces as Israelites. The Most High said, nah, it's not because of your righteousness, but rather because those nations were extremely wicked. Okay? It's nothing that you did. If anything, we are a stiff-necked people, man. And you're going to see that further down. So it's nothing that we did that we can take credit for. It's rather because those nations, they were extremely, extremely wicked. Just like Sodom and Gomorrah. Very, very wicked. Their wickedness reached unto heaven, man. Verse 5. Not for thy righteousness or for the uprightness of thine heart dost thou go to possess their land, but for the wickedness of these nations the Most High thy power does drive them out from before thee, and that he may perform the word which the Most High sware unto thy fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Understand therefore that the Most High thy power give thee not this good land to possess it for thy righteousness, for thou art a stiff-necked people. The book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 9. This is going to prove to us that Israel, we are a stiff-necked people, man. Isaiah 30, verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Most High, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. That's how we roll as a people. The Bible says a rebellious people. Lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Most High. So how would you take credit for the Most High driving? How would you take credit pretending like it's your righteousness that drove those heathens? It's your righteousness that gave you the power to drive those heathens out. Nah, it's not your power. It's not your righteousness. It's because those heathens, they were far more wicked than you were. That's the only reason, but not because you were so right, you were so righteous. Most I say our people be rebellious, lying children, children that will not hear the law. And we see it nowadays. What do you think happened when we go to them stores to try to teach our people to keep the commandments? They are rebellious as hell and they don't want to keep them commandments, man. Alright? Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 7. Remember and forget not how thou provoked the Most High, thy power to wrath in the wilderness, from the day that thou didst depart out of the land of Egypt, until ye came unto the place which ye have been rebellious against the Most High. Also in Horeb he provoked the Most High to wrath, so that the Most High was angry with you to have destroyed you. I don't know if you guys remember what happened in Horeb. They built what? They built a golden calf. And the Bible will talk about that more, right? Verse 9. When I was gone up into the mount to receive the tables of stone, even the tables of the covenant which the Most High made with you, when I abode in the mountain 40 days and 40 nights, I neither did eat bread nor drink. Now pay attention. He only went up there for only 40 days and 40 nights. Came back, all hell break loose. Watch, verse 10. And when the Most High delivered up me, when the Most High delivered unto me 2 tables of stone, written with the fingers of the Most High, and of them was written according to all the words which the Most High spake with you in the mount out of the midst of the fire in the day of the assembly. Now pay attention to that, because that's important. Where it says, and the Most High delivered unto me 2 tables of stone written with the finger of the Most High. That is powerful right there, man. And that's for people that are talking about this is the law of Moses, especially the 10 commandments, the finger of the Most High. And when you go back to Exodus chapter 20, and right after 20, you go to 21, and also Exodus 24:12, you're going to see the Most High gave the rest of the law. He instructed Moses the rest of the law. It's not something Moses just created. Those are instructions that came from the Most High. And he gave them to us. But those are Most High instruction, laws and statutes and judgments and testimonies that the Most High gave Moses to give us. So it's not the law of Moses as if the Most High created the law. This is the law of the Most High, man. Verse 11. And it come to pass at the end of 40 days and 40 nights that the Most High gave me 2 tables of stone, even the tables of the covenant. Verse 12. And the Most High said unto me, Arise, get thee down quickly from hence. For thy people which thou hast brought forth out of Egypt have corrupted themselves. They are quickly turned aside out of the way which I command them. They have made them a molten calf. If you want to know what corruption is, you just have to know those people that are walking away from the Most High. Very simple, clear cut. The Most High says they have corrupted themselves. They are quickly turned aside out of the way which I command them. When the Most High teach you a way, you walk in it. If you don't walk in it, then at that point the Most High consider you to be corrupt. You have corrupted yourself. Let's get the book of Exodus chapter 20, verse 3 to 5. This is in response to what it means, like the molten calf. What sin did the people commit when they made a molten calf? Exodus chapter 20, verse 3 to 5. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Most High, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me. What does that mean? You shouldn't have any other God before the Most High. You shouldn't be making no graven images. In Israel, they made a molten image. They make a golden calf. And that's a huge sin. Verse 13. Furthermore, the Most High spake unto me, saying, and by the way, we are back in Deuteronomy 9, verse 13. Furthermore, the Most High spake unto me, saying, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. We see that word so many times. Stiff-necked. Let me alone, that I may destroy them, and blot out their name from under heaven, and I will make of thee a nation mightier and greater than they. So I turned and came down from the mount, and the mount burned with fire, and the 2 tables of the covenant were in my 2 hands. And I looked, and behold, ye sinned against the Most High your power, and had made you a molten calf. Ye had turned aside quickly out of the way which the Most High had commanded you. And I took 2 tables, and cast them out of my 2 hands, and break them before thine eyes. That's when the Most High came, Moses came down, and he had the 2 tables of stone. He's basically giving you a recap of what had happened, right? And he had those 2 tables of stones in his hand, and he cast them down. He threw them down, seeing what the children of Israel had done. Only 40 days and 40 nights they didn't see Moses. They already corrupted themselves and walked away from the commandments, and even made a gigantic golden calf to worship. Verse 18, and I fell down before the Most High as the first 40 days and 40 nights. I did neither eat bread nor drink water, because of all your sins which ye sinned, and doing wickedly in the sight of the Most High, to provoke him to anger. For I was afraid of the anger and had displeasure, wherein the Most High was wroth against you to destroy you. But the Most High hearkened unto me at the time also. This is very powerful. The fact that the Most High listened to Moses. The Most High already had his plan. The Most High is like, you know what? I'm killing everybody. That's it. I'm making a new nation. And that's why I like the Most High's resolve. Because when the Most High see wickedness, he was ready to wipe out everybody. It's not a problem. But Moses begged him and said, please don't do this. And the Most High said, and Moses says, but the Lord hearkened unto me at that time also. So the Most High listened to him and did not do it. Let's show you a verse right quick. Psalms 34, verse 15. Let's get the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 15. It says, the eyes of the Most High are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto his cry. See, the Most High listened to the righteous, and when the righteous cries, the Most High listened to him even more. When the righteous cried, the Most High listened to him even more. Very important. Verse 20. And the Most High was very angry with Aaron to have destroyed him. And I prayed for Aaron also the same time. Yes, a lot of you don't know. The Most High wanted to take out Aaron and kill him. But only because Moses prayed for him, he managed to make it out alive. And you're going to be like asking, what sin did he commit? He caved under pressure of wicked Israel and made that golden calf. Shouldn't have. Mosiah could have killed him. But it's because Moses prayed for him. That's how he managed to make it out alive. Verse 21, and I took your sin, the calf which ye had made, and burned it with fire, and stamped it, and ground it very small, even until it was as small as dust. And I cast the dust thereof into the brook that descended out of the mount. And at Taberah, and at Massa, and at Kibroth-hattaha, ye provoke the Most High to wrath. Likewise, when the Most High sent you from Qodash Barnea, saying, go up and possess the land which I have given thee, then ye rebelled against the Most High your God, and ye believe him not, nor hearken unto his voice. Very important. That kind of like was a recap of all the time Israel rebelled against the Most High at Taberah, at Massa, and at Kibroth Hattaavah, Salakia Atahava. Right? So those are times when, as a people, we rebelled against the Most High. And definitely at Qodash Barnea, I don't know if you guys remember that story, when the Most High told them they could conquer the land, but they came and they didn't believe the Most High, and they started bringing out a bunch of false reports saying that they saw this and that. So let's proceed on verse 24. You have been rebellious against the Most High from the day I knew you. That's some crazy stuff. That's wild. When Moses said, you guys have been rebellious against the Most High since the day I knew you. That's just how you are. That's crazy. That's wild. Right? Verse 25. Thus I fell down before the Most High 40 days and 40 nights, as I fell down at the first, because the Most High had said he would destroy you. I prayed therefore unto the Most High and said, O Most High, destroy not thy people and thy inheritance, which thou hast redeemed through thy greatness, which thou hast brought forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand. Remember thy servant Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Look not unto the stubbornness of this people, nor to their wickedness, nor to their sin, lest the land whence thou broughtest out say, because the Most High was not able to bring them into the land which he promised them, and because he hated them, he had brought them out to slay them in the wilderness. Yet they are thy people and thine inheritance, which thou brought out by thy mighty power and by thy stretched out arm. So this is all Moses praying, and literally, Moses praying and literally making, begging the Most High to have mercy on the people. He's making interception. He's interceding, before the Most High. Please don't kill these people. Have mercy on them. Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 1. At the time the Most High said unto me, hew thee two tables of stone like unto the first, and come up unto me in the mount, and make thee an ark of wood. And I will write unto the tables the words that were in the first tables which thou breakest, and thou shalt put them in the ark. And I made an ark of shittim wood, and hewed two tables of stone like unto the first, and went up in the mount, having the two tables in my hand. And he wrote on the tables, according to the first writing, the 10 commandments, which the Most High spake unto you in the mount out of the midst of the fire, and the day of the assembly, and the Lord gave them unto me. Now, mind you, this is very important. That word that is used here for the assembly is the same word, ecclesias, which is the same word for church. This is where later on when someone say, well, the church, we're like, what is a church according to the Bible? The church is the gathering of the Israelites, man. Especially when it says they were baptized, the entire church. It's referring to the Israelites. So when it says the day of the assembly, that word here in Greek is actually referring to that word ecclesias is actually church. But the most important thing I want you guys to pay attention to is, and it's very, very simple. Moses had to get 2 new tables of stones because the previous stones were broken. He broke them. Right? Let's continue. Verse 5. And I turned myself and came down from the mount and put the tables and the ark which I had made, and there they be as the Most High commanded me. That's why moving forward, you see there was always an ark which was made of shittim wood, and the tables were inside of the ark of the covenant. Right? Let's continue. And the children of Israel took their journey from Beeroth of the children of Jachan to Mosera. There Aaron died, and there he was buried, and Eleazar his son ministered in the priest's office in his stead. So you guys know Aaron, he was the high priest of the Most High, and his son succeeded him. Let's move on. Verse 7. From thence their journey unto Gudgodah, and from Gudgodah to Jopbath, a land of rivers of waters. At that time the Most High separated the tribe of Levi to bear the ark of the covenant, to stand before the Most High, to minister unto him, and to bless his name unto this day. So very important. The Most High, right after this event, that the Most High had chosen Levi to minister unto him. Let's continue. Verse 10. And I stayed, verse 9. Wherefore Levi has no part nor inheritance with his brethren. The Most High is his inheritance, according to the Most High thy power, God promised him. Now, very important, even if you look at the separation, when the land was being separated, there was actually no portion for Levi. Levi was instead given suburbs among the children of Israel, places they could stay among the children of Israel, but they didn't have like a whole tribal land, like like we have this state of Florida. They didn't have a land like that. They were living among all of the tribes. Verse 10. And I stay in the mount according to the first time 40 days and 40 nights. And the Most High hearkened unto me all that time also, and the Most High would not destroy thee. And the Most High said unto me, Arise and take thy journey before the people, that they may go and possess the land which I swear unto their fathers to give unto them. And now Israel, it's very important, pay attention to that verse. What does the Most High require? What is the Most High thy God, thy Elohim, require of thee, but to fear the Most High thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Most High thy Elohim with all thy heart and with all thy soul. To keep the commandments of the Most High and his statutes which I command thee this day for good. That's all the Most High wants. If you were ever trying to ask what the Most High requires of you, it's literally that easy. To keep his commandments, to fear him, to serve him, and to love him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. Very simple. Like, be serious about it. Verse 14, Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 14. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of the heavens is the Most High's, is the Most High's thy power, and the earth also with all that therein is. Only the Most High had a delight in thy fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day. And we said it before, the Most High chose the children of Israel to be above all people. Deuteronomy 7 verse 6, for thou art a holy people unto the Most High thy God. The Most High thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Again, and it's very important to understand where it says chose their seed after them, meaning that bloodline, that lineage. Verse 16, Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 16, circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked. How do you circumcise the foreskin of your heart? How does the foreskin of your heart get circumcised? Let's get it. Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 6, and the Most High thy power will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed, to love the Most High thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. Verse 17. Let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 17. So basically, to circumcise your heart, all you have to do is to love the Most High with all thy heart and with all thy soul. That means keep the commandments. How do you love the Most High? To keep the commandments. Okay? The love of God is to keep his commandments. Very simple. Verse 17, Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 17. But Most High your God is God of gods, the Lord of lords, a great God, a mighty and terrible, which regard not persons, nor take reward. He does execute judgment of the fatherless and widow, and love the stranger, in giving him food and raiment. Very important, guys. And I see a lot of Hebrews sometimes, but we in the truth, we forget to have compassion to the fatherless, to the widow, to the stranger. Even if it's not a Hebrew, you still have to show compassion. You still have to show love. Okay, that's very important. Verse 19, love ye therefore the stranger, for ye were a stranger in the land of Egypt. Now, and I'm going to say this, when that love, does that mean you have to invite them to your house? No. When I say love, does that mean you have to forget that they enslaved your forefathers? No. But if you have a stranger who is trying to keep the commandments, for example, you can actually give him food. And even if he's not keeping the commandments, he's in a dire need of food, give him food. You never know. You never know. He might actually be an Israelite by blood. Imagine one of your brothers, just because he looked like a stranger, you could have helped him, but you didn't. Imagine how that would look at in the records when the books are opened before the Most High. Imagine. Verse 20. Thou shalt fear the Most High thy power. Him shalt thou serve, and to him shalt thou cleave, and swear by his name. Very important. Swear by his name. Hamashiach said, don't swear at all. Just say yes or yes, and no and no. And that means be real with what you say. You don't be, oh, I swear. You don't have to say. You don't have to swear. You don't have to swear on the temple or on the righteous name of the Most High, because you're a lying son of a gun anyway. Just be yea, your yea be yea, your nay be nay. That's it. He is thy praise, and he is thy God, that has done for thee these great and terrible things which thine eyes have seen. Thy fathers went down into Egypt with 70 persons, and now and now the Most High thy God has made thee as the stars of heaven for a multitude. 70 means 20 times 360, and 10, that means 70. And now the Most High thy power has made thee as the star of heaven. That means a lot. Deuteronomy chapter 11. Therefore thou shalt love the Most High thy power, and keep his charge, and his statutes, and his judgment, and his commandments always. And know ye this day, for I speak not with your children, which have not known and which have not seen the chastisement of the Most High your power, his greatness, his mighty hand, and his stretched out arm, and his miracles and his acts which he did in the midst of Egypt unto Pharaoh the king of Egypt and unto his land, and what he did unto the army of Egypt and unto their horses and to their chariots, how he made the water of the Red Sea to overflow them as they pursue after you, and how the Most High had destroyed them unto this day, and what he did unto you in the wilderness until ye came into this place, and what he did unto Dathan and Abiram and the son of Eliab and the son of Reuben, how the earth opened up her mouth and swallowed them up, and their household and their tents and all the substance that was in their lands in the midst of Israel. But your eyes have seen all the great acts of the Most High which he did. That means you are a witness to those things. You saw everything. I'm not talking about future generations. I'm talking about you. You saw those things, right? Verse 8. Therefore shall ye keep all the commandments which I command you this day, that ye may be strong, and go and possess the land whither ye go to possess it. You want to be strong and possess the land? Then keep the commandments. That ye may prolong your days in the land which the Most High sware unto your fathers to give unto them and to their seed, the land that floweth with milk and honey. For the land which thou goest in to possess, it is not the land of Egypt, from whence ye came out, where thou sowest thy seed and waterest with thy foot as a garden of herbs. Now remember, in Egypt, how do people get water? They have to have like this thing that look like a scale, and they have a big stick, and the stick has something that look like a bucket, and you have to keep pumping the water with your foot from the Nile, and you rotate the thing so you can keep dumping water and have the water flow in so you can get to where your garden is. It's like, nah, it's not like that like Egypt, man. You have literally waters everywhere. You can plant things, they're gonna grow. You don't have to have like a the Nile giving you water so you can have vegetation. You have vegetation everywhere. That's how good that land is, right? Let's continue. For the land which thou goest in to possess it, that's verse 10, right? Deuteronomy 11 verse 10. It is not as the land of Egypt, from whence ye came out, when thou sowest thy seed and waterest with thy foot, as a garden of herbs, but the land whither ye go to possess it, it is a land of hills and valleys, and drinketh water of the rain of heaven, a land which the Most High thy power cared for. The eyes of the Most High thy God are always upon it. This is why we say, if a nation you decide to go, you try to call yourself Jews, like them fake Jews today, they know they're gonna be uprooted out of this land, because the eyes of the Most High is always in the land. That's why nowadays Tel Aviv is like the second gayest city on earth. In Tel Aviv, they have homosexuals running. It's probably got more homosexuals than Wilton Mariners, man. But guess what the Most High said? The Most High is clear cut on that. His eyes is upon that land. And that means when you do your wickedness, if very soon. It won't take too long before the Most High kick you out of the land, because this land is his land and his eye is always upon it. And he says, from the beginning of the year even unto the end of the year. That means at all time. Verse 13, and it shall come to pass, if ye shall hearken diligently unto my commandments, which I command you this day, to love the Most High thy power, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul, that I will give you the rain of your, I'll give you the rain of your land in due season, the first rain and the latter rain, that thou mayest gather thy corn and thy wine and thine oil. And I will send grass in thy field for cattle, that thou mayest eat and be full. Take heed to yourself that thy heart be not be deceived, and ye turn aside and serve other gods and worship them. Meaning, don't get tricked or deceived when you start having all that money and everything is good. Now you start worshiping other gods. Don't let that happen. Verse 17, and the Most High's wrath be kindled against you, and he shut up the heaven, that there be no rain, and that the land yield not her fruit, unless ye perish quickly from off the good land which the Most High giveth you. And that did happen later on. Multiple times the people had to deal with a lot of famine. And you know why? Because the Most High had shut up the whole land, so there would be no rain, and the people ended up dying of hunger and famine. Verse 18, therefore shall ye lay up these my words in your heart and your soul, and bind them for a sign upon your head, and that they may be as frontlet between your eyes. And that means those words that I'm giving you, write them down, put them in your foreheads, put them everywhere, but do it and keep the commandments. Verse 19, and ye shall teach them your children, speaking of them when thou sittest in thine house, right? And when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou rise up again. So like, yeah, when thou rise up. So that means your children, teach them. Whenever you have an opportunity to teach them, please teach them, so that they know those commandments. Verse 20, and thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thine house and upon thy gates, that your days may be multiplied in the days of your children, and the land which the Most High sware unto your fathers to give them, as the days of heaven upon the earth. For if ye shall diligently keep all the commandments which I command thee to do them, to love the Most High thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to cleave unto him, then will the Most High drive out all these nations from before you, and ye shall possess greater nations and mightier than yourselves. Very important. A lot of those nations you see are so powerful. Even, for example, the countries that are making us suffer, the countries that have conquered us and kept us in slavery for 400 years. And if you count from the time when we left Jerusalem, then that would be like almost 2,000 years, if not more. Those nations are powerful nations. But with the Most High, we can actually defeat them. The Most High can drive them out from before our face. Right? Verse 24, Deuteronomy 11, verse 24. Every place whereupon the soles of your feet shall be yours, from the wilderness and Lebanon, from the river, the river Euphrates, even unto the utmost sea shall your coast be. There shall no man be able to stand before you. The Most High your God shall lay fear of you and the dread of you upon all the land which ye shall tread upon, and he shall say it as he has said unto you. So this basically should tell you that the Most High, when you keep the commandments, he fights for you, and you cannot lose. You'll always win. You understand? You cannot lose. You'll always win. You'll always win. So with that, all praises to the Most High. Thank you for listening, and I hope the Most High bless you and make his face shine upon you and give you peace. Shalom.